I'm sorry, y'all. I had no audio that whole freaking time. Here, let me make sure. Okay, bet. Because I did a little test drive before, and it worked. And yeah, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, hi. If you've never seen me before, hi, my name is Nadja the VoodooChild, and this is a TRIBETEA segment. That is where you guys send in your stories, or if you want to give out advice or share life experiences, send it on over here, okay? That's what we do over here, all right? And because it is a live stream, sometimes we have technical difficulties like the ones that I just had, but because it is a live stream, we do get to have some people in the live chat to be here with us and experience all this good stuff. What's up? Shout out to everybody that's watching this at work, that's on your lunch, that's on your break, whatever. Shout out to y'all that are watching this. This is, if you've never seen me before, this is very perfect for when you're at work, when you're at the gym, like, or when you're, you know, you just need something to listen to, okay? So, y'all, we have a bit of stories today. I have a lot of receipts. I know y'all are looking at this thumbnail and you're like, holy cow, yes. Today's stream is about to be pretty crazy. We have a bunch of receipts from multiple different stories, so this is going to be interesting. You talking about you hungover watching this. Shout out to Alexis talking about she hungover watching this. But here, let me check how many stories we have today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different stories. My lucky number 6, okay. We have 6 different stories, and I'm just going to let you guys know which one these are. We have... The first one is going to be the thumbnail story, okay, because I feel like it's only right. We get the thumbnail out the way. I feel like it works better. First one is called They Drove 4 Hours to Fight, to be on site. The second one, Some Men Are Trash. The third one, Ladies, TRIBETEA, Ladies, Make Him Wrap It Up. The fourth one is just titled Virginity, and it's really short. The fifth one is titled I Made That Man Take Me Home. And the last one that we're going to be reading today is called The Weirdo Friend. Okay, so if any of those titles interest you, please stick along for the ride. Shout out to everybody that's been leaving timestamps. I think I've finally come to my decision of who I want to do it, so I will let you know at the end of this stream. Speaking of people that helped me out during the stream, shout out to all the mods in the chat. What's up, Nyala? What's up, OOTW? Shout out to y'all. Thank you so much for helping me run this while I'm reading, because you know when I'm reading, it's kind of hard for me to do everything. So yeah, guys, I'm ready to get into this fight story. I mean, I saw she sent me a video and all. I didn't watch the video, and I'm not going to be putting the video in the stream. Obviously, it'll get us taken down. But yeah, it's a lot. But before we get into that, let's get into our sponsor. You know, we got to sponsor ourselves. I want to remind you guys, this is the last week that you can get the Heartless tees and hoodies, well, crew necks. I'm going to be dropping a new design for the spring. It will be launching very soon. So this is your last chance to get any crew necks. I am going to be done with crew necks for the season. I don't know. I mean, global warming is real as hell. I don't know about where y'all live at, but I did not get a winter this year. Like, even right now, it's kind of dangerous having my hair straightened. Like, it's like 80 freaking degrees outside. So yeah, I'm going to be discontinuing the crew necks and going into just long sleeve tees and regular tees and stuff. So if you like this design, make sure you head over to shopvoodoochild.com and buy it. This is going to be the last week to do it. And yeah, it's been a really successful month. I didn't know this many people would like it. I thought the sleeve thing, not that many people would dig it, but a lot of people like it. Thank you. And I just want to thank y'all so much for all of the support with my store and my artwork. Speaking of which, I posted a video yesterday showing me making this mural. If you guys want to go check it out after the live is over with, or if you want this mural, the TRIBETEA prints, okay, go on my website. I just sell just the print itself. So yeah, I'm reading you guys' chat. You said it is a winter wonderland in my city. Yes, I'm in Georgia, and I went from snow to 70. Yeah, I'm really close to Georgia, and that's pretty much what happened here. Yeah, a lot of you guys are saying it got warm in the winter, but it's currently flurrying. Yeah, because February is supposed to be the month with the snow and shit, but it just got so hot here. I'm like, damn, it literally was only cold here for like a month. It was so weird. But hey, it is what it is. So yeah, if you guys want to go and check that out, please go ahead and do so. You could also find the store information on the website, my socials. I have a TikTok for the store. I got an Instagram for the store. And please tag me when you guys get your stuff. I love seeing you guys in your stuff, okay? Please tag me. It makes me smile. But all right, let's get into these stories, y'all. Let's get into these stories. Y'all said it's hot in Miami. Girl, I bet it's hot in Miami. When is it not hot in Miami? All right, let's get into these stories. So the first one, let's get into the first one. They drove 4 hours to fight. Now look, I don't know what adult needs to hear this, but I'm going to need your grown ass to stay home. You literally went on a road trip to go possibly die. Like, you could have got your butt beat to death. Like, what are you doing? Damn, my freaking thing just reset. It always does this. Give me 1 second, y'all. But yeah, like, it always shocks me, especially in 2020, 2021, 2022. Like, I don't really advise people to fight because the girls don't fight fair anymore. The girls bring the fight. The girls bringing their cousin. The girls bringing their boyfriend to beat up the girls. Like, the girls ain't fighting fair no more. So, I do not advise doing this. This is not smart behavior. Driving nowhere to fight nobody. It's so dumb. Right, a whole road trip. Just what it took a whole road trip. Right, could have shot you, bro. It's really scary. And you could get hurt. Okay, there it is. Bet. Let's get into the story. What the hell happened? Or they could have kidnapped her. Right. So, hey girl, love you so much. I've been watching you since I was 18 and I just turned 23 on Christmas. Oh, wow. Capricorn gang. Yes, if you are a Capricorn, make sure you drop your sign in the chat if you are a Cap. She says she just turned 23. Damn, you've been watching me for a while, girl. Thank you for the support. So, it's been a minute, but I was just talking about this with my friend and I thought, why not tell you guys this crazy story? So, this happened in February/March of 2020, right when the pandemic started. Look here. You mean to tell me not only did this girl drive 4 hours to come and beat you up, but she drove 4 hours in the beginning of the pandemic to go and catch a fade? Not y'all in the chat talking about don't embarrass us, girl. Look. That is some NBA YoungBoy energy. I don't know, like, what? So, I had this friend we will call Pissy. And that's your friend? That's your... cut the music. That's your friend, Pissy the friend? So, Pissy was talking to this man. We're just going to call the man Baby Daddy. So, Pissy and Baby Daddy had a miscarriage. Oh, that's sad. And she took it hard. But Baby Daddy also had a baby with another girl who we're going to call Sticks. So we got Sticks, Stones, and Broken Bones. Sticks, Pissy, and Baby Daddy. Sticks, Pissy, and Baby Daddy. Okay, girl. So Sticks and baby daddy's kid is about 1 year old. And baby daddy would just go between Sticks and Pissy literally all the time, playing both sides. And before y'all get on me, this is my story. Just give me a second. Okay, but I'm going to let you know right now, the fact that the beginning of your story starts with beef that don't got shit to do with you lets me know I might have an assumption of where the story goes. I feel like you may have been used for some muscle, bro, because this is already a build-up of someone else's drama, and you're like, just wait, it got something to do with me, though. But it wouldn't have, like, you get what I'm saying? If it was just you, it wouldn't have. So, you might have been used as some muscle here. And then, baby daddy is the real villain. How the fuck are you going to be fucking on somebody? Okay, for one, real back. I know this happened when you were 19, so I'm not going to give y'all girls too much. But ladies, if anybody out there is listening, yelling into the ether, if he has a 1-year-old, don't fuck with him. If he has a 1-year-old, don't fuck with him. If he has a 1-year-old, do not. I don't care if him and the BM ain't together no more. It's principle. You don't fuck with somebody with that young of a child, because that just shows you, sir, you're not there for your kid, because that baby is not even, you know, you should be there all the time. And then, consequence, they will be with their BM all the time. And if you think they're not smashing, you're a dummy. So, your friend is low-key goofy for even fucking with a dude with a 1-year-old, but I still empathize for her because of the miscarriage. No one deserves that, you know? But I feel like your friend probably, wherever this is about to go, I feel like your friend is about to use you for some muscle, because this will got shit to do with you. This will got shit to do with you. But yes, anybody watching out there, I just want that to be known, because I know these dudes could spit all types of game and all that shit, bro. Oh, we just parenting together. Oh, we just... Nah, bro. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. And thank you all y'all in the chat reminding everybody to like the stream. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you like the stream. Okay? So, anyways, Sticks and Pissy used to argue all the time over his dusty ass, but I would never say nothing because honestly, that's not my business. Until one specific night, Sticks and all her friends decided they were going to get on Twitter and gang up on her. I was not going for that. I am one of those people where you not going to mess with my friend. I don't care the circumstances. It's up behind them. Look, y'all, I'm telling you. You do not want to do this for everybody. I don't know you and Pissy's relationship. I hope it's really, really good considering you calling her Pissy. But this just goes back to the old age saying of if your friends jump off a cliff, are you going to jump type shit? Because this didn't have shit to do with you. It really didn't. And your friend didn't even use you as muscle. You kind of inserted yourself as muscle. Like, you did this for what? If anything, I would have slapped my friend upside the head. Like, girl, if you don't leave this man alone, you just miscarried and he's putting you through more and more and more emotional turmoil and like over and over and over. Like, and so what if they said something on Twitter? Like, fuck them hoes. Miserable. Like, they're all goofy. All goofy. So, there's this one girl we're going to call Miss Piggy. And she was doing a lot. And somehow me and her start arguing. I'm going to put the screenshots of our DMs below. I blurred out her name. But basically, we're getting into it. And I gave her a fake address because, girl, I'm not about to give you my real address. Mind y'all, she lives in Dallas, Texas. And I stay in Houston, Texas. This is a 4-hour drive. Who drives 4 hours to fight? Girl, do not come to Florida. Do not come to Florida. These hoes are driving to whoop some ass. Okay? If you are willing to drive 30 to 45 minutes to go to a specific mall, best and believe someone's about to drive 4 to come and mollywop you real quick. Like, I wouldn't put it past. And Texas is huge. I'm sure y'all are used to driving out there. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past her. Okay, so she said we start arguing and it's getting heated, but she's 4 hours away, so I wasn't really pressed. So I did not save all the screenshots to put on the screen because it would make the stream lag really bad because there's like 8 of them. So I'm just going to read what was said. Oh, girl, we're going to call Miss P, because they called her Miss Piggy. I'm going to call her Miss P and be nice, because you calling everybody pissy and stuff, man. They ain't doing that, anger. Beside be dumb teenagers, because you said you were 19. I don't know how all these other people were. But anyway, Miss P hit up our girl and was like, address. And then she sent the fake address like she said. And you talking about, and stop DMing my bitch. You no longer speak to her. You speak to me. Scary ass bitch. Girl, look. Let me shut the fuck up. Let me just digest this for a second. Hold on. Because I need to think really carefully about what I'm about to say right now. Look, I've been a ride or die before. And I notice ride or dies, we all end up the same in the end. Alone, girl. Either alone or in jail or dead. Because you, for one, and check me if this is just coming from a not straight perspective, you would never catch, like, my bitch. You really popping off like that's your girlfriend. Like, I would never pop off on nobody over this. Like, I would check my friend like, girl, like, you looking stupid as fuck. Like, don't argue with these goofy ass bitches. I literally would have been like, bro, if you're not about to, and if you are a scrapping ass girl, I'm like, bro, if we're not about to fight, there's no point in us talking, doing this back and forth type shit. I'm not trying to leave no paper trail so you could press charges on me with your scary ass. Like, if you're that type of girl, then do it that way. Granted, again, they were 19 when this happened, and oh, girl, like, you get what I'm saying? But it's like, why did you did all this for what? You did this for what? You did this for what? Like, this really didn't have shit to do with you. Like, it'd be one thing if your friend was gonna fight somebody, and then you go there for backup just in case, and then some more girls are there, and then you jump in, and now you have a beef with somebody, and now you want to do multiple ones. That would make sense to me. But it's like, I don't know. So, yeah, all this shit just is not worth it to me. Like, it's just not worth it. So, then Miss P said, I could say what to whoever I want, bitch, and you know it. You're scary. And I smack whoever I know. You caught the vibe. I stomp bitches. Girl, you ain't gonna do nothing to nobody. You Twitter Dallas assholes, swear y'all hard. Shout out to Dallas. I would like to go there one day. So shout out to my Dallas hoes, my non-messy Dallas hoes. And Miss P says, y'all doing all this talking because you can. It's cute. I like it. And she said, and then our girl said, bitch, you is not living like that. Stop playing on my phone. Girl, technically you playing on her phone. Okay, so Miss P says, I'm from Detroit. I'm from Detroit. Bitch. Girl, shut up. I'm from Detroit. But, bitch, wherever I stay, I still hoe bitches. And our girl said, and bitch, I'm from Houston, Texas. The fuck? Shout out to all the Houston hotties. And she said, I ain't gotta be hard to smack a hoe. So drop your address. And you said, we gonna see. And you said, girl, and they were like, girl, let's go. And you said, come in my city with that hot shit, and I promise you won't walk out. I am done talking to you. And she said, you must want to die. Then you responded, no, bitch, you must want to die all up in some business that ain't even yours. Girl, you're doing the same thing. Both of y'all are both playing the goofy BFF role where you both don't know the whole story, but you're just riding for somebody. Like, guys, being a real friend, and this is old, so I'm not trying to come for you or nothing, but if this is giving your type of energy, because I've even had people in past tribe teas tell me, I'm a ride for mine. Like, granted, that was families, but that was a whole fucking thing. Like, that was a whole thing. But it's just like, bro, it's more noble of a friendship when you can hold your people accountable, because when they do end up at the end of the road with the pie on their face and shit, they could at least say, damn, my best friend told me that this was gonna happen, but they still stuck by me, and now I value their input more because they peep me on game type shit. I feel like that should be valued way more. Holding your friends accountable should be valued way more than ride or dying, because 10 times out of 10, you do not know the full story. You do not know the full story, and you can end up passionately riding for the bad guy. Like, notice, you're always the good guy, right? But you're a bad guy to somebody. So, then you hit Miss P up and said, no, girl, you must want to die all up in some business that ain't yours. And you said, I pray for the sake of... And then I guess you name dropped one of her people. Like, you went on Facebook and looked up one of her people or some shit. I don't know. But because you named some man, and she responded with, I just posted your messages on the whole Facebook just so my family can see. I bet on your mom's life we will run you up out your shit. I know you heard Detroit people love shooting people. Nah. And the guy that you name drop isn't, but another person in her family is worth, you know, fighting over that shit. I just don't see, like, how it even got to this point. Like, for what? Like, for what? Like, for what? And then, I don't know who needs to hear this, but y'all, please stop, like repping your city, bro. My grandmother's also from Detroit. She not banging or doing none of that. She's a sweet little old lady. She's actually a college graduate, went to Michigan University. Like, shut up. Shut up. Like, shut up, bro. Like, you don't see me over here. Yeah, bro, 904, Duval, Fulio, Coolio. Like, come on, bro. Like, that shit lame as fuck, bro. All that lets me know is you're not hard. Like, chill. You gotta, like, throw around your hood. Like, please shut up. Please shut up. And she said, now let's take it all the way there. If your mama around, that B could get it too. And she said, I'm about to stop talking. I stopped talking when I dropped my address and you just kept going. And I'm the worst from the city. I bet on your mama life. Blah, blah, blah. And you said, I bet on your brother life you gonna get spit on. Girl, y'all don't spit on people. And they said, F Houston. That thing don't hold no weight. And I bet on my brother. My brothers will come and do you in. And that's on my brother life. Is your brother dead or not? Is your brother gonna do her in, or is he dead? Is he done in? Like, what the fuck, bro? That's why all this stupid hood shit is so dumb, bro. Like, and then you responded, stop being a Twitter gangster. In all fairness, you were the first one to bring people mamas and daddies and shit into it. But that's that Twitter gangster shit. And you gave her a fake addy. Both of y'all being Twitter gangsters right now. So after all this ensued, okay, it gets back to Pissy, whose business it actually is. What the fuck happened in the Twitter DMs? So Pissy calls me and says that supposedly Sticks, Miss P, and all their ratchet friends were taking a road trip coming from Dallas to Houston to fight on the upcoming Monday. These girls literally made a road trip out of getting a fade. And now you are obliged. If anything, you put yourself into it. Now you're obliged to fight, because I don't know what your homegirl Pissy was doing behind the scenes with these girls, but I know for a fact you was antagonizing you even said the biggest, most loudest one. So who do you think is the ringleader of that group that organized the fucking road trip, girl? On a Monday, right? Who said that? Jamie in the chat. On a Monday. Girl, y'all don't work. They about to all pull up. How you got like 4 or 5 bitches that all don't work on a Monday? That all don't work. Look, I'm not going to say... All I'm going to say is y'all be careful who y'all meet off Twitter, because it's a very similar MO. No job, no life, hatred, like ready to fight. And smash people. Like, bruh. Well, Monday came and we didn't hear nothing. So I DM'd her. So I DM'd Miss P because she followed me that day on some weird shit. And I basically told her I was scary. See, now this is why I'm saying you were making it your business for real. Because you knew it would be wrong as fuck for you to hit up Stick. Or whatever you called her. Stick. Isn't that the girl's name that you said? Yeah, Stick. You knew that you couldn't come at Stick because that was not your business. So you had to go back to the person to where you made it your business, Miss P, and hit her up. So our girl hit up Miss P and said, Miss Piggy, the fuck is you following me for? Bitch, you a fan. Fuck off my Twitter, you weird ass broke bitch. On my mama, you was scared. Bitch, because what the fuck happened to Monday? You had so much pressure but never showed up. I gave you a pass. I let you make it. You clearly ain't get the memo because you ain't on it. And it ain't real beef. You just an internet girl. I try being nice, but you know you can't whoop me. So please move the fuck along because your okay, girl, please move the fuck along because on your brother grave, I will spit on your face. So let me just say this. And this is coming from somebody who lives in Jacksonville and who had to see all that fucking stupid bullshit of people rapping and name dropping murder victims and shit. Bro, I don't give a fuck. If you speak on the dead, you're a shitty ass fucking person. And that's that Twitter culture that, oh, I see that. I know you ain't talking with that date in your bio. Like, that's a real fucking person, bro. Like, that's just not cute. It's really not. Thank you, Kira, for the donation. They said sis was doing all that talking after she dropped that fake Addy. Now she's shocked. Mrs. Piggy and her crew was not playing. Now she in distress. Well, I don't know. I feel like she thinks it's a game. I mean, she said she was 19 when this happened, so I'm like not gonna give her too much. But it's just like I can tell that she thinks it's like a game, like on some internet shit. But the pictures that I got, they did pull up. Like shit about to happen. But it's just like, I don't know. I think that's fucking dirty to be like on your, that's why your brother dead, that's why your granny dead, or that's why your daddy died. Like, I just feel like that's a low blow, and that says more about you. And like, I know some people out there, and look, I know some people out there, bruh, there's no rules in war. I agree. Unfortunately, my Gemini ass, I gotta admit, I don't think there are any rules in war. But bitch, this ain't war. This ain't war. You don't got no personal, like, nothing. This was just nasty. Like, this is not no war to you. You don't even know Miss Piggy. You don't know her parents. This isn't like an Ulysses Odyssey of a drama, of a beef, you know, to where it's like, oh, all rules off the table. You know, I don't know. I just feel like that shit ain't it. Coming from somebody who does have dead homies, I don't think that shit cool. I don't. But yeah, that's just that Twitter shit. That's that desensitized Twitter shit, I guess. So she said, I thought that was the end. Nope. Girl, you thought that was the end after you just came for her dead brother? Like, I'm just dead that you really are dropping dead family members on baby mama, baby daddy beef. Like, that's the only thing where I'm like, damn, bro, that is some fucked up shit. But hey, who the fuck is at my door? Like, I keep hearing. Ooh, that's the Amazon driver. Not he, like, booming down the fucking block. That's so funny. Yeah, I broke my key fob yesterday, and I just had to order a new one. But anyway. Yeah, girl, you thought that was the end? No, ma'am. So one day, one random day, Pissy calls me. Mind you, I've been smoking the devil's lettuce. And she told me that Styx was at her place right now with all her friends, and they just fought. I'm like, what the heck? So me, my roommate, and my boyfriend go to her house right away, and the girl's gone. So they texting us now saying meet them at such and such apartments because they want to keep fighting. It wasn't just me arguing with Miss Piggy or Miss P though. All of Stick's friends, all of us was arguing because they kept trying to gang up on Miss Pissy on the internet like lame hoes. So we get to the apartments first and they came like 10 minutes later. So she's trying to say it wasn't just like her and Sticks beefing and then old girl and Pissy beef. Like, it wasn't a 2-on-2 thing. It was like there was a whole bunch of people on the timeline jumping in, right? My advice to anybody in that situation, girl, if you do not delete that fucking Twitter account, I don't care what these people are trying to gaslight you into believing what a Twitter account will do for you career-wise, connections-wise, but all it's going to do is get you cased up in fucking 15 years. Like, delete the fucking account. So what if people are fucking saying nasty shit about blah, blah, blah. Like, so what? You could at a dead link and let's see who looks really pressed. Like, y'all need to just say fuck it. Y'all be letting them Twitter accounts have too much of a hold on you. But yeah, she's basically trying to say it wasn't just like a 2-on-2 thing. It was like a whole timeline ordeal, I guess. But either way, everybody in the situation, in my opinion, is just very childish and dumb because this is at the root of it all. Like someone in the chat said, at the root of it all, this was about baby mama, baby daddy drama, and the real villain is the baby daddy because he is sticking his thing into women unprotected 9 months, in between 9 months at a time. He is the real villain here. He is who needs to get jumped by everyone. Anyway. So, 10 minutes later, they come by with 3 cars full of girls. I don't know why you thought any less people were gonna show up when you was coming for dead family. They got 3 cars full of girls, and it's maybe about 6 of us. So we are clearly outnumbered. But whatever. We were just gonna split it up and get our one-on-ones. Nobody jumps. Girl. Shout out to Kira again for the super chat. Thank you so much. They said this all could have been avoided if she held her friend accountable, blocked Miss Piggy and her crew, and stayed off Twitter and charged it. Pretty much. And like, I get it. I get why Pissy, she call her, would be acting irrational and emotional and stuff. She just had a miscarriage. You get what I'm saying? But like, the least that could have been done to help her get through it was to do those steps that you said, Kira. I do agree. So, they're doing their one-on-ones. And after the last fight, Miss P is going to say, where is Tia at? And she said, I'm Tia, by the way. You can use my name because I don't care. But wait, y'all. Let me just say, Miss Piggy was big. So I'm about to show you the picture of our good old sis Tia and Miss Piggy. So y'all could get the gist of what they looking like. So nobody's faces are about to be shown or anything or nothing like that. But this is in the pink is our sis, Miss Tia. And in the burgundy is Miss Piggy. Obviously, we got some size differences here. But we all know that don't mean shit. She said Miss Piggy was big. In the messages, you could see I kept calling her big because she was. And I am small, like skinny. So when I saw her in real life, she was actually bigger than I thought. So in the back of my head, I'm like, girl, you might be too big for me. Like, girl, look. She said I was shaking in my boots. Girl, I would have been shaking in my boots too. I would have been scared. I would have been aiming right for the throat. I would have been scared. Go home and get the gun. Go home and get the gun. Look. So, when she said that I couldn't fight her, I was like, bro, I can't go out like this. I was talking hot shit. So I gotta fight. You were, sis. You were talking hot shit. And I commend you. I commend you for stepping up. I commend you for stepping up. And look, y'all see the date, March 30th, 2020. In the middle of a pandemic, these hoes all squeeze their asses into multiple vehicles and travel a distance. Someone probably got C-19 from just doing this. So, I walk over up to her. And boom, we start fighting. Bro, our good sis done got her on the floor. Our sis done got her on the floor. That girl was on the floor. She sent me more pictures too, but like you could just see the face a little too much. So I didn't want to show it, but she said, I am in the pink clearly, but I got her big ass on the ground and I started winning, y'all. Oh my God. Not talking about I started winning. Guys, I started winning. What you mean? So I'm guessing these are the other girls. Oh my God. She get up, I'm still on her, and she just turns her head and walks away. And so basically she's still getting her butt beat. The other girls are walking up to her like, yo, okay, that's enough. That's enough. Miss Piggy, Miss P, you getting beat up. Leave it alone. Now, where is baby daddy at? Did he get his ones? Did he get his ones? Because somebody needs to fight him. There needs to be a man who makes this their business just so they could get their ones with him. Because you got all these girls out here looking stupid over your goofy ass. He deserves to get jumped too. Shout out to K-Step Baller for the donation. Thank you so much. They said March 2020. They had time. They're all furloughed. Look. Talking about they pulled up like the Grove sisters. Yes, they did. Look, and they all matching too. They got all matching fits, just like the Grove sisters. What shoes they scrapping in? Hold on. What shoes they got on? I want to see. Okay. She fighting in the Arianki ponytail? She fighting in the Arianki ponytail? Okay. Fighting in the Arianki ponytail. All right, let me stop, y'all. So... So they turned around and walked away, and they all got in their car and just drove off. I know that was a long ride home because she got beat up. But yeah, that was a story. And before y'all come for me, yes, I was pulling her hair. How the fuck y'all think I got her big ass on the ground? I had to do what I had to do. And I know I was wrong for a lot of things that I'd said in the DMs and the texts and stuff. But she just got Twitter talking about my acne and my boyfriend who was bald at the time. I'm sorry, sis, but I probably would have been like, girl, you need to be worried more about him. Like, we need to get him together instead of we're getting your friend together. Like, we need to get Bae together. Like, why do you have premature baldness? Like, what's going on here? What's going on? What's going on? And again, I still stand by, just because somebody is talking about your acne or your balding boyfriend does not mean you go immediately to dead family members that don't got shit to do with it. You just do what you were doing, like call her Miss Piggy or stupid childhood shit, right? I feel like once you go to that extra mile, it just gets ugly. But yeah, that's the story. And I am not, nobody's ever gonna bully me But yeah, that was my last fight. I was 21. Girl, which was you? Was you 19 or 21? The age keeps changing. What happened? No, I know, because you talking about this happened in 2020. It is 2022 now. So, and now you're 23. The math wasn't mathing. Look. So, she said, my last fight was at 21. Those days are behind me, but I love you, tribe. And no, this wasn't my first fight. I used to fight all the time, but never anybody that big. Girl, I could tell that it's not your first fight. You had excellent form going up to it. You got her on the ground. That's very smart when you're a smaller person and you trying to fight with anybody. Because the majority of the time when you are smaller, everybody's going to be bigger than you. So you always want to get them on the ground. Do what you're doing. This is not a fight lesson. Just saying, yeah. Get off Twitter, sis. Get off Twitter, Miss Tia. Get off of Twitter. But you definitely handled your business. I do commend you. And some of y'all might say this is some shallow shit, but I commend you for actually squaring up, because you was talking a lot of shit. You was talking a lot of shit. So I commend you for actually squaring up. Yeah, she had excellent form. Where was Sticks at? Where was Sticks? Like, where was Sticks? Like, I'm sorry, there would have had to been at least one jump. Like, come on. It was not worth the fight. The lesson was, from this story that I got, I do agree with whoever said that in the chat. Damn, my eyeballs. I can't even see. But definitely the lesson, delete Twitter. Do not ride to die. Hold your friends accountable. And be there for them in positive ways. Do not fight, because these girls don't fight no more. They bring fight. And like, I am very thankful that Miss Piggy just took her ass whooping and didn't go and pop the trunk on y'all, because that's usually what sore losers be doing today. Shout out to Casey for the donation. What's up, sis? They said, I got my first fight in college at 18 and was a big girl, and I was scared. She got my temple good and I need her in the nose. Luck was on my side. Yes, that is very true. A lot of people don't really get into fights as much as you would think, especially girls, because we're really encouraged to not be physical the way that boys are encouraged to be physical growing up. And we usually don't have any place to put that anger. We usually don't fight with each other physically. We usually stab the emotions, right? So you would think a lot of people have not fought before. That should be on your side, girl. I'm just telling you. Just telling you. But yeah, we do not fight. We Karen. We call the police, but I already called the police. Okay? I already called them. You mean to tell me you got four white women driving 4 hours to come and beat me up? Oh yeah, I'm calling the police. I don't even cybercrime. Help. Like, get out of here. Get out of here, girl. That was a long one. That took me 40 minutes to read. Excuse me. I'm 3-0. I never started. Jay said if somebody was talking about my dead brother, I would be scrapping too. No, seriously. Right, Megra, I'm pressing charges. I don't even care. Innovative Creator said, I've never been in a fight, but I know I got hands. I feel bad for all the, what is it called? Only children out there. Because if you got a sibling with like a cute age gap, bitch, you know how to fight. And you know how to fight dirty. Like, especially if you were a latchkey kid, like your mama left you home alone type shit. Like gladiator match in the living room with the siblings, bro. Like, you can fight. You're fine. Even if you've never fought outside the house, those instincts will kick in and you're good. Trust me. You're good. You're good. Right. I'm Team Livy. I will cry and sue. Keeping it cute all 2022. No Dr. Seuss. Okay. Yes. Shout out to Christopher in the chat. They said, I know I'm late, but I made a live. Shout out to everybody. This is your first live. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? So, yeah, guys, let me know what y'all think about that. Have you ever, like, rode or died for somebody where it just really wasn't your business, and looking back you're like, bro, what the fuck was I doing? Like, what was I doing? Like, that was so dumb. Or have you ever just taken the side of someone blindly and it just blew up in your face? I would love to hear about it. And I also want to know if any of you guys actually met up with someone from Twitter and squared up. Like, I would love to hear about it. Because people be doing all that. That shit used to irritate me. Like, another reason why I haven't been on Twitter in like 2 years. Never met up. Never squared up. So, let me know if you've ever been in that situation. I would love to hear about it because these people be acting very, very bold online. So, let's get into this next story. It is called Ladies, Make Him Wrap It Up. In all capital letters. You better make him wrap it up. So, hey, I am going to get right to the point because we are not about to play. So, I don't think anyone would remember when I wrote in the first time, but I had an abusive boyfriend. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Who basically, it was like, I read ahead a little bit, but basically she had a really bad sexual experience with his boyfriend, and it was actually how she lost her virginity, and she would even like call it like an assault type of thing. So, but after that traumatic experience, right, they consented to sleep with like 5 or 6 people, but 3 of them that she slept with were not with protection. I know, I was young, hurting, and confused. So I went for my regular PAP in 2021. I did not go in 2020. For all y'all that still haven't got y'all, all my they, thems, girls, and gals, I'm gonna need y'all to go. I'm gonna need y'all to go. Get it checked out. I know, quarantine and all that shit. You need to go. So she said she went for her regular PAP in 2021 because she didn't go in 2020. And my heart dropped when I got the email that I had HPV. I was so scared and confused because I had never tested positive before. But my OB told me they don't usually test people under 25 because it's so common. Wait. I'm so confused. What do you mean they don't test you for it? What do you mean? Shout out to Callie in the chat. What's up, sis? Yeah, I never heard that before. I did not know that they don't really test you for that under 25. Oh, well, damn. So at this point, I am now married. And I had to tell my husband. And it was horrible. He wasn't upset, but he was scared. I'm going for my yearly checkup next week, 2022, because they have to check yearly until it clears up. Thank God that when they did the cervical cancer test, it was negative. No, seriously, that's a blessing. But I am nervous and shaking writing this because I am just praying that the HPV is gone. There is no way to know how long I've had it, who gave it to me, etc. But I have a feeling of who did. And it's a skin-to-skin STD. So, yeah. Ladies, tell him to wrap it up. It is not worth it. Girl. So you went for your PAP in 2021, didn't go for 2020. So you've been married for like 2 years, I'm assuming. And you met your guy right before that. Wow. So have you here? I'm gonna put the chat on the screen. Yeah, thank you, Kaylin, for explaining. Kaylin said they're talking about the HPV strain that can cause cancer, and it usually goes away on its own because it is a virus, right? So she didn't have any cancerous things pop up on her testing, though, thankfully. But yeah, that is just so fucking crazy, dude. Do you know who did? So you said you have a... Yeah, and schools do make you get it. I got in my HPV shots when I was younger, like a teenager. But I think it's voluntary. Like, it's not like a vaccine where like they force you to, like, oh, you can't come to the school unless you have show proof type of thing. I don't think it's like that. But it's like multiple shots you have to take. But this is just so sad. If I were you, I would definitely, and I get it, you're married now, so it's like, what's the point of hitting up the old dusties? But it's like, I don't know, what do y'all think? Should she hit up her partners and be like, hey, or do you think that it's not important because it's something that's going to clear up? Like, what do you guys think? But regardless, the only person who she really owed her honesty to, in my opinion, is her husband. And she did that off rip. So, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? And the only reason why I say this, and this is so sad that, because we should not be treating men like children, but it's like, you know they ain't about to get tested too. You know they about to just keep raw dogging and just sticking their stank meat in people and not even go to the doctor. So it's kind of like, should you tell him because you know he's not going to get tested, or like, should you just leave it alone? But whichever way, you already did your obligations to tell your husband. So yeah, let me know what y'all think she should do. Put it in the comments below. You think she should hit up the other partners and like be like, hey, are you aware that this is what's going on? Because my husband don't got it, so what the fuck? Let me know in the comments below. Let's get on to this next story. This one's also very short, and it's just titled Virginity. So, hey Nadja, my name is Sydney, but you can call me Sid. I am a Capricorn. Shout out to all the Capricorns. Drop your sign in the chat. We got a lot of Capricorns today. I am writing in because I've recently gotten into my first real relationship. He is a guy we will call Junior. Junior is great and all, but he is a virgin, which isn't a bad thing, but I'm not a virgin, and I have not told him. So should I tell him and still see if he likes me, or should I just go back to my quote-unquote ways? Thanks, I love your videos. What are your ways, girl? What are your ways? So this is a really quick one, so I'm gonna put the chat back on the screen fairly quickly. I feel like you should have a conversation with him on if those type of things are those part of his morals and values that he wants in a relationship. I would ask him, would you date somebody who was sexually experienced, or at least has had one, maybe not as experienced, but, you know, is not a virgin and is active? Like, would that, you know, and if he says it would turn him off and not want to be with you, I mean, I would be honest with him and tell him the truth, because you deserve better. You deserve somebody that should want you exactly how you are and should not view you having a sexual experience as like a flaw. You get what I'm saying? It's a natural coming of age experience we all have, and we can't hold time machines and be like, oh, this guy, let me go back in time and hold it out for just him. Like, you know, like, shit happens, dude. Shit happens. And the older you get, that body count shit is so minuscule. That's why I said I would just make sure that that's not something that he holds like moral values, like maybe religious or, you know, cultural. Then I like, you get what I'm saying? But if it is something, you don't want to be disrespecting nobody's religion, cultural beliefs and shit. Save yourself the headache and just get with somebody who is down with your ways, girl. Like, she did not say how old she is, but the fact that she has had sex before and this is her first serious relationship, I'm taking it that she is older. She's an adult, obviously. I'm looking at her picture on her email, and I like your glasses and your little bun going on, your little Chun-Li bun going on. But yeah, y'all said body count and virginity is important in high school. I know, but you got to understand, some people have religious, cultural things going on where it's like they are not about that. Like one of my friends who passed away when I was younger, he said straight up that he was going to stay a virgin until he got married. And, you know, in a lot of customs, it's all focused on the women being virgins. But no, it's sometimes in certain cultures, men too, because they are the head of the family and they don't want that last name being passed off everywhere. Like, so you just want to make sure you don't get yourself into a situation that could turn bad, you know. Shout out to Brian in the chat for the donation. He says, free your mind and your something will follow. I think he said, yo what will follow? Yo, what? What? It's a 3-letter word. Is it your ass? Your ass will fall. I don't know. But thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. But yeah, dude. I don't. Yeah. But let me see what else. She said, right. For me, I just don't want to be with someone that's been with a lot of people. And hey, that's your preference. Taya says, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly. They said, I would date someone who has had a sexual history as long as they are honest. However, I personally am a virgin for personal and spiritual reasons, and I need my partner to respect that. Right. And I get it. Right. Because there's going to be people who are just like, oh, girl, who we just read, who they're okay with it. They understand, like, the average person. They're going to have experiences, especially if you're in a Western society. Like, it's pretty common premarital sex, right? So I feel like it's cool to manage your expectations and be like, the majority of the people I'm gonna run into are going to be active. But I still feel like consent is very important, and they still have the right to know, right? But hey, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Give them some advice. Give them some advice. Okay. Oop. Where is this one at? I want to get into this next one. The one about being taken home. There it is. But yeah, give them some advice in the comments below. I know it's different in adulthood, because I could tell, like, if it's in high school, it's so easy to just be like, girl, y'all shouldn't be fucking anyway. Like, stop. Read a book. Get your college shit together. Like, stop it. But when it is adults, and then also celibacy has become very popular amongst women now in today's age. I've been seeing a lot of people just going celibate in response to the whole Tinder fast, you know how they have fast fashion? I call it fast fucking, because it's like, it's all just so blah. It's like, have you seen that episode of Family Guy with Quagmire when he discovers the dating apps and they're just like a bunch of boner zombies? It's like, yeah, so the response to that is a lot of women are taking up celibacy, and like, it's more common than you think now. So you can come into it a lot in your dating life. So just think about it, y'all. You want to, that consent, it does go both ways. Even if it is a man, some men want to hold on to their stuff too, and that's special in its own way. Okay, so let's get into this next story. This one is called I Made Him Take Me Home, period. I made that man take me home. Okay. So, hey, Nadja, for this story, you can call me Mimi. I am a Leo sun, Sag rising, and an Aqua moon. Ooh, yes. Shout out to all my Leos. Make sure y'all drop your sign. Shout out to my Leos, my Sagittarius, and my Aquarius, my fellow Aquas in the chat. Make sure you drop your sign. And the guy in the story, we're going to call him Robert. So, me and Robert met in middle school. Damn. But we did not have a relationship or anything. And we ended up going to 2 different high schools. One day, or just schools in general. I'm assuming she means high school, though. One day during the summer, he found my Finsta and started texting me. But I was talking to someone, so it went nowhere. Few weeks passed, and I was 100% single. And I had posted on my close friends about wanting some fellatio. And he slid up in the DMs to make an appointment. We have FaceTimed a few times to catch up, and he would mention me coming over to his house a lot. He was very adamant, actually, about me coming over to his house. This is important for later. This is scary. Who else is scared? Who else is scared? So, he comes to get me, and he keeps asking me, what do I want to eat? And I was confused because I had it in my mind that we'd order something at his house, but I told him that I wanted some Chipotle, right? So we get my Chipotle, and he gets his food, and he turns and looks at me and says, where are we going now? I'm sorry, this is just turning me off so much because my love language is, what is this called? I know this is probably not what it's called. Acts of, I think it's like affirmative actions or something like that, where it's like, it turns me off when you ask me what are we doing? Where are we going? What are we eating? Lead, sir. Fucking lead. Dude, like lead the way, man. Like, come on, bruh. If there's any man out there right now that wants a girl to quote unquote submit to them, I'm gonna need you to take what do you want to eat and where do you want to go out of your vocabulary if you want to take them on a date. I'm gonna need you to hit them with that. Tonight we will be having the shrimp tartare and the lobster and a glass of champagne, and then after that we'll be heading over to the city of the, like, come on, get with the program. Like, that shit gets on my, thank you, it's not words of acts, thank you, Nandy, it is acts of service. Thank you, not words of affirmation. It is acts of service. Go and do. Stop talking about shit. Go and do shit. So I'm sorry, this is just turning me off so much because I would never taught to know where we going, ass bruh. Like, ew. Like, I'll go take myself on a damn date asking me where I'm going and what I'm eating. Anyway, I'm sorry, that just got me mad. Anyway, I said I assumed we were going to your house because you brought it up a bunch of times. So then he tells me his mom and stepdad are home. He was 19 during the summer, and I am 18. Now, y'all, I'm not about to shame nobody for living with their parents as teenagers, so it is what it is. But it is really weird that he kept asking, like, hey, come to my house, come to my house, come to my house, and you can't even go over there. Anyway. And I told him if I knew that, I wouldn't even have let him come and get me. So he starts driving around the area, and he's talking about finding somewhere private. And I am so discombobulated. After driving around, he finds a spot, and girl, I was not feeling it at all. I am a virgin. No, not he trying to take the V card in the back seat. He's a mess. He needs jail time. He needs jail time. He needs jail time. I'm a virgin, but I know doing stuff in the car is very normal. That was just not my cup of tea at all. No, and that's fine. Even if it don't matter, but having sex in the bed is fucking normal. But if that's not your cup of tea, then don't do it. Like, you get what I'm saying? You don't want to do it. You don't have to do it. I peeped that this man had on Crocs and no socks. And when I stopped the car, I smelled a whiff of stank feet. It wasn't strong, but Lord, I smelled it, and I was cringing in my head like, oh my God. He stops the car, lays his seat back, and says, come here. The seat barely moved back. It was a truck. I was looking at him dumb as hell. He's a bigger guy, 6'3", maybe 200, 300 pounds, so imagine that. And I don't remember what I said, but I let him know I was not feeling it. So he started throwing out ideas, and to summarize it, he asked me these questions over and over, about 15 minutes, trying to coerce me without being pushy, like going to his friend's house, going to his house and sneaking me in. Then he offers to go to a nice hotel for 1 hour. There is no such thing as a nice hotel for 1 hour. I'm praying at the end of this you don't give him no biscuit, please. If all the goddesses, please do not let our good sis go down this route. Please. Yes, losing your V card is the majority of bad experience for all of us, and it happens, but please don't do her this bad. Amen. Well, he said we could get a nice hotel for 1 hour, and I was like no to everything. And after a while, he started saying stuff like, well, my friend's house is still like my house, and a hotel is just like an apartment. And the hotel part really annoyed me because I know what the F a hotel is. You're just not trying to do anything anymore and you're trying to convince me. Plus, we don't need a hotel for me to only be getting some fellatio, period. He trying to get something else. Not money in the chat talking about this brother starving. Look, I had him take me home and nicely just told him to text me when you have your own place to yourself. But I did not mean that. He did text me when he had his own house. Free. Oh, excuse me. No, when he had the house for free. A few times after that, but at some point I told him I just didn't want to come over anymore. Maybe a week after I told him I didn't want to come over, he texted me telling me how his house was free again for a week and if I wanted to chill, completely ignoring what I text him, and I just didn't respond and I blocked his number. But we still follow each other on Insta, and he did continue to text me, and I ignore him or give him short responses. Fortunately, this is the end of the story, yes. And the reason why I wrote in was because you read a story where a guy tried to make the girl smash him in the granny's bathroom. And I was like, oop, girl, something similar almost happened to me in that uncomfortable setting. If y'all don't remember that, that was crazy. This man literally was trying to smash one of our homegirls in their grandma bathroom while granny is like a vegetable in the bed in the room next to her. I swear to God, it's messed up. Messed up. Look, I am just so glad that you didn't give him any biscuit. I am so glad that you kept your honor intact. I am so glad that you didn't get caught in that man's house and his people just like beat you up or slam the door on the back of your head like some people. Yeah, bro, this is just crazy. He said no biscuit given, right? Like, oh, that's another. Thank you, Gene. I definitely would hit him up and be like, sir, you need to wash the bottom of your feet. You need to stop wearing socks with your shoes. And you need to start getting your paper up. You over here spending all your time trying to mac on bitches and shit. You need to be saving your money up. Get you a little apartment. Because it's one thing you trying to take a girl to a shitty hotel. But if you have a little apartment in the hood that you keep clean and you just trying and you paying your rent, bro, that's noble. You know, like that's prideful. Something to be proud of, that you have your own shit. You know, when you have your own shit and you pay your bills, you deserve some biscuit. But as for now, no. And that wasn't even the deal. The deal was you could get a snack, not the full course. And he was trying to pressure her into doing something that she did not want to do. Biscuit denied. Right. Biscuit denied. Right. That door still hurt till today. That door still hurt till today. Crocs with socks and Crocs with Right, he need to put, that's so patient say he need to put deodorant and baby powder between his toes. Oh my God. He better chill. Those are dangerous weapons. He needs to put them away before he get charged with assault. He need to put some salt on them toes. Anyway, let's get into this last story of the day, okay? It is called The Weirdo Friend. They would like to stay anonymous and be called A, okay? They said they love my videos, especially the TRIBETEA. You get me through my boring ass job, so thank you. You are welcome. Shout out to all y'all that are at work right now. Shout out to you guys. So, my friend, this is the weirdo friend story. My friend makes her problems everybody's problems, and I am tired. I'll call her C for crazy. I've been friends with C for a while. She is a talker, which I didn't mind in the beginning because I'm shy. So she made it less awkward. But in the past couple months, I've realized she doesn't actually talk with me. She just loves listening to herself talk. Whenever I bring something up, she completely loses interest. I can literally see it in her facial expressions just changing. One time we were talking on the phone and I brought up that I had just signed my lease, and she knew that was a big deal because my current situation is toxic. Suddenly, she was busy and had to hang up. She wasn't even happy for me. She seemed almost mad. She's also the type to go into too much detail and bring up stuff that has nothing to do with the story, which makes talking to her exhausting. She starts every convo by dumping all the shit that bothered her that day on me and then wonders why I never call her back. So far, all I'm saying is, Have you told her? Because you're like, she wonders why you never call her back. Have you told her, like, girl, I don't call you back because you stay dumping on me. Like, stop dumping on me. Like, just tell her straight up, stop dumping on me. Stop it. She said I could deal with that because I loved her, but this was my breaking point. I realized that this bitch was crazy. When she stayed with my close relative, y'all need to stop letting y'all friends stay with y'all people. Don't do it. C didn't want to stay at her home anymore, so my relative let her live with her while apartment hunting. In a 300 square foot studio that she wasn't fully moved into, C decided to bring literally every single item she owns. Even though she had seen how small the place was, which was so disrespectful, the place became cluttered and she didn't even help with tidying. I thought it was nice of my relative to help C, but all C did was bitch about the area. It wasn't a bad area. She didn't like how far it was and other things. So here's my thing. Why did your family member let her live there? Like, does your family member and C have an individual relationship and that's why that worked? Or did you ask your family member to let C live there? How did that happen? And then your family member knew they had that studio space before asking somebody to move. Even if she wouldn't have brought all her shit, that's still a whole other human being in a studio apartment. Y'all have an apartment, y'all know, like, that would drive you fucking crazy. And then, who the fuck is C talking shit to? Is she talking to shit to you about your own people? Child, these people, man. So she ruined her MacBook Pro and tried to lie and deny it. Thankfully, our friend literally saw her ruining it. She wanted my relative to escort her from the bus stop to the apartment. And one time she couldn't, so she locked herself in the bathroom for 30 minutes. After my relative confronted her about the laptop, she got all moody and then went to the bathroom and tried to off herself. Not in the sexual way, in the concerning way. It might seem mean, but I did not feel bad. This girl was very dramatic and yeah, I'm not going to add the last part that she just said. So I guess that C wanted my relative to feel guilty for confronting her. I just felt disgusted. Imagine if my relative found her dead. Okay, I'm going to need you, the same empathy you have for the relative. Like, why did you not put this girl on point? Like, bro, you do realize you're talking to me about my family, right? You do realize you're putting my family through emotional distress, right? Like, I wouldn't like this bitch. I would immediately be like, oh, C, I don't like you. Like, her talking all the time and emotionally dumping would not even be the reason that I didn't pick up. I wouldn't pick up because you're doing my people dirty as fuck. So, I just felt disgusted because imagine if my relative had found her dead. She would have lived her whole life feeling like that discussion is what pushed C over the edge. She would be blaming herself when she did nothing wrong. After this, my relative asked her to find somewhere else to stay, right? My relative suffers from her own problems, and it was too hard on her. Lastly, ever since I came out to her, there's suddenly all these creepy lesbians at her job. What? The girl's first question when I came out was, am I your type? I was just like, what? This girl is very childish. Have you ever met someone who literally acts like a character on a Disney show? Yes, I have. It's usually like, again, not diagnosing anybody. Just been around a lot of people, different personality types. That's why I'm good with the Zodiac shit. It's fucking blueprint, girl. Usually the people I've met in my life that act like someone off a Disney character show have diagnosed either ADHD or BPD. Like, the person with BPD be acting like, I can't even explain it. I can't explain. That's the only way I can, the Disney character example. Anybody know what I'm getting at with that? Let me know. But Because that's immediately what I thought when you were saying with the conversations of how she can't, like, you said it above, and I was going to say it, but y'all, I don't like coming off like I'm self-diagnosing people. But when you said that she's the type to go into too much detail, bring stuff up that has nothing to do with the story, and just, like, dumps and stuff, that's, like, some ADHD shit. I know somebody like that. But with that being said, people can have mental things going on with them or disorders or personality types and still not do shit like this, you know? Anyways, she hasn't had that many experiences with different kinds of people. So the stories she tells me about these so-called predatory lesbians literally sound like a 1950s scare campaign about lesbianism. Plus, she puts so much emphasis on the fact that they're gay, and the way she looks at me while telling these stories is just so freaking sus. It's like a disgusted look. It's like she's trying to tell me something without saying it directly. I don't know. I'm just tired of every friend turning out to be a lunatic. I'm gonna stay away from Aries from now on. Shout out to all my Aries in the chat, man. Make sure that you guys drop your zodiac sign in the chat if you're Aries. Shout out to y'all. I still love y'all. And here's a pic of you. You are very beautiful. I love your eyebrows, and your hair is very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on the screen, put the chat on the screen. I would stop being friends with her. She fucked over your family. She's constantly gaslighting you about your sexuality. She's a fucking hater. She was hating on you when you got your own spot, and then continue to bum off of your people and talk shit about them to your face. Like, girl, stop being friends with her. Stop picking up the phone, but tell her why this time. Tell her why you're not picking up the phone. Like, because this is too much. This is too much. Y'all talking about we do not claim her. The Aries in the chat are not claiming this girl. They're not claiming her. No, ma'am. But yeah, I would have to cut her off if I were you. I would have to cut her off because at this point, she's attacking you personally. She's trying to just hide it with sly digs, but she is talking about you. Definitely talking about you. And I don't know. What y'all think? Right, she sounds very emotionally and mentally abused. She does. Like, I wouldn't want to be around that. But yeah, give her some advice in the comments below if you have a friend who is like that, just very overwhelming, over the top, very animated. And yeah, you know, people like that, they are cool to be around, especially when you're an introvert, you know. When you're an introvert, you don't like being all in people's faces. Those people, they love being in people's face. Gotta watch out, though. Gotta watch out. Let me see, where is the thing? Okay, so yeah, if you guys want because that's all that I got for today. If you guys want your story read on this channel, all you have to do is email me at the email address that is about to pop up any freaking second now. But if it doesn't, it's in the description. It is TRIBETEA@shopvoodoochild.com. Okay, there are rules. Make sure you guys look at the rules. They are on the also in my description as well. Damn, ticker pop up. Okay, I guess I don't want to today, but it's okay. Just go in the description. All the rules, the guidelines, all that stuff will be there. Another last call for the Heartless, heart on the sleeve merchandise, what I'm wearing. This is the last week. After this, we're done. Okay, we're moving on to spring. Moving on to spring, okay? Moving on to spring. Shout out to Tia in the chat. I see you, sis. Shout out to Tia in the chat. Shout out to Tia. Yes, girl, you're going to have to go and rewind it and go look at your story, girl. Yes. Yes, shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that sent in their story. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all are an awesome bunch, like, for real. Make sure that when you do send in stories, if you got receipts, put them in. We love receipts over here. Just make sure everything is blurred out so nobody has any privacy complaints. Or if you're like Tia, make it so that the faces you can't really see, you know, because we're not trying to expose anybody over here. That's not what we do. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. Thank you guys so much for kicking it with me. Please go and check out my other videos on this channel. I know you guys love the tribe teas. But please go and check out my pre-recorded stuff. I do story times. I make art. I kind of just do whatever I want on this channel for real. But go watch my art video I just posted yesterday. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Peace.